Who's a good girl? Who's a good little doggy? Yes, you are. Yes, you. I'm an animal lover, and so is my family, meaning we've had some pets, that's for sure. Let's start off with the first pet we technically had, which was Simba, our mum's dog. I'm gonna be honest, she was a doormat. She wasn't the most active and usually just lay around, so I didn't spend much time with her. Go get the ball! Bleh. However, we did have some slightly more interesting pets, which was a bunch of fish. Classic household pet, but they're basically the screensaver of pets, if that makes sense. They don't have much of a purpose, they just swim around in a tank before eventually dying, usually in a hilariously and unnecessarily tragic death. For example, me, Heidi and Haley all got lucky and were able to buy one fish each. I think at this point we would have had multiple fish before that, but I can't remember that far, so there's probably heaps of dead fish going unrecognized right now. Anyway, we got our fish, and since I was like 5 or so, I was obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog. I only played like 2 games and never beat a single level, but come on, he was my life to little me. And so, I named my fish Sonic, and I tried to ignore how little sense that name made every day on a black fish, but since I named my fish after a video game character, the girls decided to as well. So we had Sonic, Daisy, and Peach. Again, just don't ask. Get them home, chuck them in a tank, and bam! All fun and games with all 3 of our amazing fish. What the hell? Yeah, Sonic went full menace and started beating up Daisy and Peach for absolutely no reason. I did some research just now, and apparently black moorfish, which I'm like 90% sure is what Sonic was, are incredibly aggressive fish and will tend to attack other fish, especially around feeding time. I got that from Reddit, so I don't know how accurate it really was. Anyway, Sonic just got 2 eliminations in the first 5 minutes of being in our household. I don't really know what happened to Sonic after that. I could imagine him just dying of loneliness because he murdered the last members of his species he'd ever see again in cold blood. But it was also a store-bought fish, which usually means they're bound to die in 2 weeks. However, after that, we got a much, much better pet. We got another Labrador Retriever on Australia Day, and she was the cutest. I remember us sitting around the dinner table thinking about what to name her. Once again, my dumbass suggested Sonic. Can you shut up about Sonic? But I decided to name her Lily, and she is the cutest doggo. I have proof. Look at her. Such a cutie patootie. Who's a good girl? This is one of the first photos we got of Simba and Lily, and has become one of the most infamous and iconic photos to us. It is very cute. However, when we first got her, she was insane. Our house is a 1-story, but our living room for some reason is 2 steps lower than the rest of the house, and so there's a bit of a platform. And what Lily did was absolutely crazy. In the first couple days of her being with us, she mustered more energy than I think I've ever seen Simba have in my whole life, and jumped straight over the couch and into the living room. Did she think she was Superman's dog? I don't know. But she just literally leapt for no reason. It was crazy. Lily overall is a very strange dog though. She's around 11, I think, and she looks nothing like her age. She's a lot smaller than she should be, and so people mistake her for her being half her age or something, which is usually very funny. She also doesn't act her age as well, believe it or not. She always just wants attention, or food, or socks, or anything really. She doesn't act old at all, and seems to just be way more energetic than Simba ever was. But I'm not complaining. Another thing I noticed is at a certain time in their lives, dogs just discover noise. I remember Simba barking all the time, and Lily came, she was so quiet and peaceful. And then a couple years ago she discovered barking and will never shut up. It used to be so rare when she said any noise, but that's gone out the window now. I'm the one who's given the responsibility of looking after Lily mainly for some reason, and according to my dad, is because he liked seeing a boy and his dog, which wholesome, but also that means every single day has begun like this. And when she wants attention, or walks, or food, which she can never have enough of for some reason, my ears will be given some very harsh treatment. But despite all that, she is the best doggo ever, and I love her. Also, when Simba died, none of us except Mum were really impacted, because, like I said earlier, she was a doormat. She basically just lied around all day and didn't do anything. However, our latest pet that we've gotten added to the house was a little crab that belonged to Haley. And I'm gonna be honest, I have absolutely no idea why Haley wanted this crab so bad. It just came in a cool looking container, and that was it. Just sat around. It was just another goldfish, but if it was a bit more cool and a lot more dry. Like, why would she have wanted it? It's just a filler animal. It took up a stupid amount of room and looked way out of place. And you want to know what the cherry on top was? Its name was Sheldon. Probably one of the most basic crab names out there. At least Sonic the Fish was original! Yeah, the crab was a lot more of an impulse buy, and so I'm guessing Haley's thought process was, yes! I finally got a crab, gonna put him here, and now, he just sat there, just no one to talk to, just an empty box, some sand. That was his whole life. Just eat him already, put him out of his misery, I don't know. Rip Sheldon. Sad life, bro. But at the end of the day, pets are such a huge part of day-to-day life for so many people. And I love Lily. She's the greatest dog ever. I do want a cat because I like them too. But Heidi's allergic and we live in an area with lots of wildlife, so it might not be the best idea. Maybe when I enter the apartment arc of my life. But for now, I'm happy with the pets we've had. I'd love to know what pets you guys have had, so please tell me some wacky pet stories in the comments. I'd love to read them. I have to go walk Lily now, so I will see you guys later. Bye!